Welcome back to day 7 of the Iron Man Double Terminator grind. Today marks 1 week since our journey began, and here's what we've accomplished so far. We have the 8 braided feathers, the 18 null edges to prepare the null blades, and the 6 stacks of null ovoids. Currently, we're just finishing up the Lapis for the tessellated ender pearls, and after that, all we have left is Flint, quartz, and the ender pearls themselves. Today, we'll be finishing up Lapis as well as diving into the Flint grind, which hopefully will be more fun than Lapis grind. But I have no idea how long Flint is going to take, so I guess if you're looking forward to today's episode, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You already know what to do for the YouTube stuff. If you haven't already or just are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button for more content just like this. We're on the road to 125,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll get there super duper easily. And of course, if you ever buy any ranks, gems, or anything at all on the Hypixel store, be sure to use my creator code at checkout. My code gives a 5% off discount on anything you buy. My code is TOAD, T-O-A-D, just like my name, and your support means the absolute world to me. Seriously, thank you to everyone who's used my creator code in the last month. Y'all have been killing it with the code TOAD support, and I could not be more thankful for people that use my creator code. But well, I really want to get this Lapis grind done. We only have 2 stacks of enchanted Lapis blocks to get, which should take me roughly 2 hours at absolute most. More like 1.5, but the more focused I am, and the sooner I finish this intro, we can finish this. So, let's get started. Of course, for those of you who have been watching the Iron Man Terminator grind already, you already know what my mining setup is, but basically I'm rocking the full Devon armor. The 655 drill are, of course, mining equipment, which is just glistening at the highest rarity we can with the ancient cloak, and of course using our Scathe pet. My favorite spot to get Lapis is right here in the Dwarven Mines. It competes with the Crystal Hollows method as well, which is pretty awesome because I just have to pretty much go through and teleport onto these 2 carts and just mine all the Lapis over and over and over again. And at this point, I have basically just memorized the movement, and I'm falling off the carts a lot less than I used to when I was doing this 2 days ago. Yeah, we've been doing this for the last 2 days, man. I am so ready to finish this grind today, and it'll probably happen before I'm actually done recording for the night, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna try and finish this up. I'll keep you guys updated, and then once we're done with this Lapis, I'll go ahead and dive into the Flint grind. We'll take a look at how bad that's gonna be, how brutal it's gonna be, how many hours I'm gonna have to sit there and break gravel with a shovel, but hopefully it'll be easier than whatever we just did with Lapis for the last 2 days, now coming on 3 days. Finishing up the first stack here. Luckily, I was able to crank out 1 more stack tonight before I go to sleep. Gonna wake up and finish off this last stack of Lapis, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at Flint, and well, hopefully Flint won't be too bad, but I'm gonna stop for now, and I'll be back in a bit. All right, only need just about half of another stack here now. There we go. Can't wait to be done with Lapis, man. It's been quite a long time of grinding Lapis, but well, only half a stack to go. Should only take me about half an hour, so let's get to it, and I'll see you when I'm done. Final block of Lapis, man. This took way too long. I think it was supposed to only take something like 8 hours, which sounds like I could crank it out in a day, but for whatever reason, this ended up taking way longer than 8 hours, and ended up taking 3 days worth of me playing to actually get this done, which, you know, was very unexpected. But I've heard that Lapis is one of the harder materials to get, so luckily the other ones should not take as long. The Flint hopefully will take a little bit less time. From what I've been told, it's around 2.5 hours per term. We'll do our own test, of course, and see if that holds up. But there we go. The Lapis is finally done. Let's go ahead and clear out all of this. And now we can go ahead and finally just take our enchanted sack here and grab all of the Lapis. And we're actually too short. I was lied to. Whoops. And okay, now we should have just about enough Lapis as soon as I break this vein right here and this vein one last time. There we go. That should be 320, okay, yeah, a little bit over. There we go. All right, we now have 8 stacks of Lapis blocks. Let's not sell them, that would be bad, but let's go back to our island, go ahead and throw this in the Terminator preparation chest. We can throw all of these, like, in here, just to make it look all even and fancy. And that brings our total required materials down to 3, with only Flint, quartz, and of course, ender pearls remaining. So now I think I'm gonna transition to going over and mining Flint, which means we'll need to grab a shovel. I don't think it matters what kind of shovel we use, besides just having like one with, can you even put fortune on shovels in Skyblock? I'm not too sure. My shovel's probably in here, I'm guessing. No, you know what? I'll just make a new one because why not? Actually, we should be making something called a flint shovel. I need to actually go get some flint, or I can probably just buy some from the NPCs over here in the hub, because the flint shovel gives you a 100% chance to get flint, and I will double check afterwards to make sure that the flint shovel is the play compared to just like a fortune shovel, but we'll see here. Hello, Pat. How are you? I would like to buy 10 flint from you, and we'll go ahead and put that up there like this, and that is how you make the flint shovel. Let me see if you can actually enchant this shovel with, okay, so you can't get fortune on it, but I'm guessing you just can't put fortune on shovels in general. So I'll double check that there's something else we need to do to our setup, and then we'll go ahead and get started on flint. All right, it's time to do our gravel test. Apparently the best setup is just Devon, maximum fortune, Scathe Pet. Snail only works if the gravel is falling down when you break it, which is really inconsistent. I was just recommended to just use a Scathe Pet with maximum fortune instead. Here's my shovel. It can't be reforged. It can't have anything else on it. So I went ahead and you probably noticed I changed the texture of gravel to light blue so I can much easier see what blocks are gravel and what blocks are stone. I did this last time when I made my first Terminator and it helped a lot, so doing it this time as well. And I guess we're just going to mine gravel for 60 seconds and we'll see how much gravel we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer now, and we just gotta go and mine as much gravel as we can in 1 minute. I'm gonna be pretty generous on what I grab out of this and not like be super detailed. Pretty much just gonna be mining like how I would for the rest of, you know, however many hours this is going to take to go ahead and get for me. So we'll just do this. We'll mine up all of this. We'll probably take the lower path just because there's a little bit more gravel. I'm less likely to run out during this minute test what I'm doing here. So there we go. And yeah, you can see how much the blue blocks help here. I just pretty much manually replaced the texture myself with just a random light blue box that I made, and it seems to work fine, so I guess we'll use it. And all right, let's go ahead and mine up this part as well. Just gonna get all of this gravel right here. Grab all of this gravel. We're almost done. About 10 more seconds left to go. Probably enough to grab just the rest of this bottom area right here. We'll grab this. We'll grab this. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 1 minute. All right, so we're gonna stop there, and we have mined gravel for 1 minute. I had 0 enchanted flint in my sack, and now I have 121. Nah, really? Already? I got 121 in a minute. There's no way this is only gonna take me an hour. Really? 1 hour of mining flint like how I just did, which, I mean, let's be honest, that was a pretty generous test. That's probably not the maximum rate I'm going to be mining at for the whole time, but I mean, it's pretty good. That would probably mean this is going to take less than 2 hours, definitely less than 3, which I can easily get done today. So that's actually really exciting, a lot better, a lot nicer of a break from the behemoth of Lapis that we just did. So luckily this won't take us too long at all. And every time I finish running through one of these places, I just switch the lobby to make sure I get a fresh batch of flint. So hey, maybe if we're lucky, a game update will happen during this and all of the lobbies will like get reset and I'll have more flint to mine because, oh, that would be good. Or I guess gravel to mine in this case. So yep, we pretty much have mined out this whole lobby right here. There's nothing else to grab. I guess I can grab this, but for the most part, this is an empty lobby. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my island and then warp nest again. And I guess I'm just going to repeat this for a while, and I'm surprised at how quick this is going to end up being. We'll just go down here, and yeah, this is another brand new fresh lobby to mine up. So we'll do that, and I guess I'll keep you guys updated, but this seems like it'll be pretty nice. Wow, this was a totally unmined lobby, and there's so much flint here, and there's just so much gravel. Like, look at how much there is in here. It's like completely just full to the brim. I thought the first lobby I did my test in was like a clean lobby, but that wasn't even close apparently. This is absolutely insane. Well, hopefully this takes a lot less than 2 hours. I mean, that would just make my day that much easier. But I mean, so far, look at how much more gravel there is. I haven't even touched this area yet, and there's just going to be so much here. I got to be careful about like letting it fall down because it mines a little bit faster if I don't let it fall down. But like, look how much gravel there is here. There's just absolute mounds upon mountains even of just gravel, and I haven't checked how much I've gotten in the last few minutes, but I'm guessing I probably am at like 300 by now, right? 529. Dude, this is going by so quick. I'm already a 20th of the way done. It's just been a few minutes. This is absolutely crazy. Well, I'll keep going, and hopefully this doesn't take that long. Let's go for another round of Enchanting here. All right, let's see if we can get something today. Respite 2, I don't think that's worth anything at all, so we're gonna keep going past it. Nothing in the first row, that's okay. We got Spiked Hook, Luck of the Sea. All of those are completely useless to me. So far, absolutely nothing in the first half of the table. Smite 6, but unfortunately that is literally worthless, so gonna skip past that. 2 instant finds. Wow, that's kind of crazy. And nothing else. I have a billion Smite 6 books, so I don't really care about it. And nothing, unfortunately, today. That's all right. Squid level 90, though. I think we're over halfway done now, right? Yeah, we're over halfway done. It's been a little while, but I noticed that it's kind of hard to find lobbies that are properly full of gravel. A lot of these are like mostly mined out already. Apparently there's a lot of Ironman players mining gravel right now for Flint. I don't really know why, but I guess it's National Grind Terminator Week for a lot of people. So hopefully I can get this done today. It doesn't look like it's going to take me too long. I'm already halfway done. It's not been too long. I definitely will finish this today, which is nice. It'll probably just take a little bit longer than I was hoping, but definitely easier than Lapis. And it looks like this lobby's just about out. So we're gonna find a new one. Just over about 3/4 of the way done with Flint? Yeah, a little over 3/4 of the way done. I just wanted to check what mayors we have because I haven't actually looked yet. Aatrox, Diaz, Paul, Marina. Okay, Marina's definitely winning. Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally chill with Marina being mayor in what, 3 days or so? Yeah, 3 days. Okay, that's not too bad. But the Flint grind's going pretty good. I noticed that I don't get good rates unless I find a pretty a pretty full lobby. This one's okay. Yeah, this one's solid, I guess. So I'll mine up this one. But it's probably been about 2 hours, I would say, since I've started. So it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's kind of just like a, you know, it's not a bad grind to do. It's definitely something I'll finish in the next hour or so here, which is nice to think about, you know, just getting a nice break. But then, of course, we have, well, the dreaded Quartz. Quartz is going to be the hardest part of this whole thing, mainly just because not only is it the most time-consuming part, but it is by far the most boring one. Having to triple swap between locations with perfect teleports, flicking around to your mouse in a circle for each of those, like every quarter second. It's, oh man, it's that for like 10, probably 12 or more hours at this point. I don't really know. I haven't checked quartz rates in absolutely ages, but I know it's boring, and there's enemies there too that you have to worry about. The stupid the pigs or the chickens. Yeah, the chickens riding the zombies and stuff, or the zombies riding the chickens. That's what it is. It's whatever those things are. The Kata Knights. I think that's what they're called. And then you have the magma cubes as well, which are not as frustrating, but still a little bit frustrating. So hopefully those guys won't be too much of a bother. I know there's tricks to like lure them out with like fishing rods and stuff, but well, when people take those guys out, then they just respawn and they get in the way. So fingers crossed we won't have that much of an issue with quartz. Hopefully I can knock it out in a reasonable amount of time. I was planning on starting just like farming for a few days to get the Shen's talismans, but seeing the price of those, I don't really want to do that right now. I'm hoping they drop back down a bit once the economy settles and the dust stops stirring, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. What are cookie prices now? Yeah, they're still really going up ever so slowly. Yesterday they were like 8.7 on average, now they're 9.3. I'm sure we'll see them end up being around 10 to 11 mil in the next month or so, which is, you know, pretty expensive, but not like super. Who am I kidding? That's absurd. I'm trying to like talk like, oh, it's not that bad. It's terrible. You have to farm for like an hour now to get a cookie, which is a lot more than the 15 to 20 minutes of mining per cookie you used to have to do a few months ago, which is pretty interesting since Garden makes less than mining, but a lot more people are farming now. A lot more people are playing because the Rift updates soon. We got all these cool updates planned. Skyblock's kind of making a comeback, but all of that. But I guess we're looking at what, around 6,600 Flint now? Yeah, 6648. Got about 1,500 more Flint to go. Again, we need 8,192. So, probably gonna take about half an hour to an hour more, and I'll see you guys in a bit. And okay, how many do I have? Do I have enough yet? I do! I'm done! Yo! Alright. Flint is finally done here. And before I add it to this chest, I actually have to go ahead and craft this into the tarantula webs. Taking a look at the, I guess we're making this. The web recipe here, or the silk recipe, I should say. We're making tarantula silk. We do need 4 stacks of this stuff in total, which is going to take a little while to craft here, because it takes, you know, all of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did for the ovoids, and just speed it up a little bit, show you me crafting all of this stuff, and then we'll go ahead and put it in the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and grab those, and we are finally done. All right, there we go. All of those have been done. Let's go ahead and throw these back up here and re-grab our important items. There we go, and all right, we can now update the Terminator chest. I'm really running out of places to put items in here, but all we have left to do is get the quartz and the ender pearls, which are the two hardest things to get. But I guess there's something else to do but start mining the quartz. As much as I don't want to do that right now, it's better to start now than start later. So let's grab our drill. This is pretty much as much fortune as I can get. I think I remember that using one piece of jaded is better than using full divan, just because it makes it so you break 2 more blocks around you. So I think I'll be using that. But warp isle, I guess it's time to go to the Crimson Isle and do our test here. So I need 6 stacks of quartz blocks, which is a lot of quartz to get. And this is the area we do all of the mining. We have this chunk right here, this chunk over here, and then this chunk right here. Alternately, we can go 1 and then 2, 3, or 1, 2, and then grab this little bit. But I think I found it's easier to go through these so you don't have to run across this little sliver, because a lot of magma cubes like to spawn there. So instead, I'm going to be using these 3 areas right here. And if we just do 64 times 6, we need 384 quartz blocks, or 61,440 enchanted quartz. Which, yeah, that's a lot of quartz. So I guess what I'm going to do is find a new lobby, because this guy's probably going to steal my lobby during my test. And I'll do a minute of test mining just quartz as fast as I can, and we'll see how much this is going to go. But we've already gone through a lot today, so that's going to be it for this episode of Hypixel Skyblock IRONMAN. In the next one, we will be diving into the most brutal grind of the entire profile's history. 2 Iron Man Terminators worth of quartz. So if you're looking forward to the next episode, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help me reach 125,000 subscribers. And of course, if you ever buy any ranks, gems, or anything off the Hypixel store, use my creator code at checkout for a 5% off discount on anything you buy. My code is TOAD, T-O-A-D, just like my name, and your support means the absolute world to me. But I gotta mentally prepare for this grind, so that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.